In 2025, Vietnam's seafood export reached $11.3 billion, a new all-time record. More than a year of impressive figures, 2025 was a year defined by adaptation, innovation, and aspiration for sustainable growth. It was a demanding year amidst unprecedented turbulence in global trade, stuck tariffs and trade remedies in the US market, macroeconomic volatility, soaring logistic costs, and a growing web of technical barriers, along with increasingly stringent environmental, social, and governance requirements, placed heavy pressure on Vietnam's seafood value chain. Domestically, prolonged flooding from north to south severely affected farming areas, processing plants, and logistics operations in many key production hubs. Yet, rising above the challenges, Vietnam's seafood industry once again demonstrated the resilience of a key export sector. The persistent efforts of farmers and fishermen, the proactive and adaptive spirit of processing and exporting enterprises, the strong engagement of local authorities, the connecting role of VASEP, and the timely support from the government and relevant ministries together created powerful momentum for the entire industry. In 2025, shrimp remained the backbone of the sector, generating $4.6 billion, up 19% year-on-year. Against rising input costs, intense competition, reciprocal tariffs, and concerns over potential anti-dumping duties imposed by the US on Vietnam's frozen shrimps, companies flexibly shift toward deep processed products, diversified market segments, strengthened traceability, expanded export markets, and strategically timed shipments during peak demand periods, pushing shrimp exports to a new record high. Pangasius export also delivered an impressive $2.2 billion. After a somewhat unstable first half, marked by supply-demand imbalances and reciprocal tariffs, exports rebounded strongly from the third quarter onward, supported by favorable POR20 anti-dumping review results, improved selling prices, and rising demand from China, the US, the Middle East, and emerging markets. Companies continue to standardize farming areas, accelerating digital transformation, and move toward greener, safer products. For tuna and other marine products, 2025 was a particularly challenging year due to raw material shortages, the unresolved EU's IUU yellow card, and additional risks from the US MMPA regulations. Nevertheless, tuna enterprises made strong efforts to achieve export turnover exceeding $920 million, leveraging growth opportunities in CPTPP and Asian markets. Flexible strategies, product innovation, and strong market adaptability enabled Vietnam's seafood export not only to maintain their position in traditional markets, but also to successfully expand into new ones. In 2025, 5 provinces and cities led the nation in seafood export value, each contributing $1.2 to $2 billion to total exports, include Cần Thơ, Ho Chi Minh City, Cà Mau, Khánh Hòa, and Đồng Tháp. From high-tech shrimp farming zones in Cà Mau to internationally certified Pangasius farming areas in Đồng Tháp and An Giang, all reflected a new production mindset, responsibility, and sustainability. Amid sharp market fluctuations, VASEP sectoral committees played a core role in connecting enterprises, local authorities, and regulators to jointly seek solutions and overcome market barriers. The Shrimp Committee focused on handling trade remedy cases, preparing documentation for DOC's periods of reviews, and supporting enterprises in upgrading quality standards. The Freshwater Fish Committee made its mark in 2025 with the launch of the Tilapia Council, a product considered highly promising alongside Pangasius, while also thoroughly preparing FSIS documentation for Vietnamese Pangasius. The Marine Product Committee, through specialized councils such as councils of tuna, fish meal and surimi, domestic market, crab, and the Combat IUU program, continue to serve as a key hub for standardizing fishing practices, enhancing supply chain transparency, and improving fisheries compliance in line with international requirements. Notably, as the entire industry concentrated efforts on the goal of lifting the EU's yellow card under the strong direction of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà, head of the National Steering Committee on combating IUU fishing, Viet consistently worked alongside the government, the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment, and relevant ministries with the highest level of proactiveness. The association intensified communication and outreach to the business community, strictly enforced compliance with IUU regulations, and firmly rejected the purchase of marine products with unclear origins. Alongside these sectoral committees, leading export enterprises continue to play a pioneering role, guiding the market, expanding supply chains, and driving growth for the entire industry. Supporting this core force was the community of small and medium-sized enterprises and associate members, critical links in supplying services, technology, and raw materials. The synergy between large enterprises and SMEs, associate members, created a powerful collective strength, enabling Viet to effectively implement policy advocacy, trade promotion, training, and enterprise support throughout 2025 and beyond. The 11+ billion US dollar achievement in 2025 is the result of close coordination among the government, ministries, local authorities, Viet, the business community, and farmers and fishermen nationwide. Entering 2026, despite ongoing uncertainties, with a spirit of proactiveness, innovation, and unity, Vietnam's seafood industry is ready to step into a new phase of development. Proactive adaptation, innovation, sustainable development is not just a message, but a commitment to Vietnam's seafood industry's journey toward greater global reach.